This is going to be a multi-year recovery. It's going to take essentially years to rebuild Lahaina, which was destroyed. But we will build it back better, and we'll build it back proudly.
Build back better.
Building back better.
To build back better.
We're going to build it back better.
And build it back better.
My plan to build back better.
Yeah, where have we heard that one before? Isn't it funny how they all use the same little slogans? And they change it up every couple of years like we don't know what they're talking about. It's so sickening. But you want to know what's even more sickening? Possibly the most sickening thing I've seen on the internet in the last 24 hours? Well, as you all know, I've been covering this story about these fires down in Maui. I've posted videos on this channel and on my main channel, Cinema Shogun. We've been listening a lot to like locals from the area. Just a horrific situation. And the people are not getting the help that they need and the help that they deserve. Government agencies are actually in the area stopping locals from helping each other. They have made roadblocks where they are literally blocking supplies and first aid from coming in to the area. Basically trying to, hold out on the people in the area because they want to move in and take over the land. They don't want the people to stay in the area. They want to put them up in Airbnbs and hotels in other parts of Hawaii or on the mainland, so they can go ahead and begin the process of taking over what they're basically trying to claim. They're trying to claim that area, and they're purposely holding back on these supplies. But while that's happening, the families in this area that was affected, that lost their entire livelihoods and possibly family members, pets, vehicles, you name it, homes, they all are getting a one-time check of $700 per household. Meanwhile, we're getting ready to send another $20-something billion to Ukraine. So it's really going to be up to the people of Hawaii to help the people of Hawaii. It's going to be up to these people to fend for themselves. So I caught wind of this big event that's happening on the 26th in Hawaii. There's this big fundraiser happening. This disaster relief fundraiser. And I was thinking, oh, okay, there's going to be a big event to, try to gather up a bunch of donations and money to help the people who lost everything in the fires in Maui. But no. Guess what this event is about? Guess. You're probably guessing right. I kid you not, on August 26th, they are having this huge fundraiser in Hawaii, a huge fundraising event for Ukraine. I'm not joking. They haven't even identified all of the bodies that were turned into ashes down in Maui. These people aren't getting food. These people aren't getting insulin, other medical supplies. There's hundreds of kids missing that they refuse to talk about. Meanwhile, they're already organizing events to raise money, not for those people in Maui, not for the people of Hawaii, but for the people in Ukraine. I want you to go ahead and watch this little news snippet where they talk about this event, because it's absolutely sickening. I think it is demoralizing for the people in that area and for every American. And I think this just shows us that they're trying to add insult to injury. They're smacking us in our faces. At this point, I can't view it any other way. And I don't think you should either. You could form your own opinions. But I would like for any of you all to come up with a good reason as to why they would do something like this. I'm going to go ahead and roll this clip, and then I'll be back with a few more thoughts.
The Stand with Ukraine will mark Ukraine Independence Day locally. Now, this year, cultural booths and displays are bigger with even more arts and crafts for sale from artisans. And there will also be musical performances, food, and games for the keiki. Joining me now to talk more about this is Laura Palafax, and you're helping to organize this. So tell us what is happening. I mean, in the wake of what I just talked about, so much going on with Ukraine, and I know that our hearts are with Ukraine, also with, of course, people on Maui. But tell us how are you folks doing here?
Thank you. Every day is a struggle for many people as they have family and friends whose cities are getting bombed. And so it's really tough. Hawaii is such a beautiful place. And, we want to make the most of living here and be part of the community and be involved with things in the community. And, but however, it is difficult with all of this, going on. It's really tough.
So how are you able to deal with all of this? I know that your independence from Russia is coming up. So how do you balance all of this? I mean, with all this going on over there, with the war continuing and just, your people living here, taking shelter?
Well, what helps is knowing that we're doing something to help. And so with the Independence Day, it's the 32nd anniversary of the break from the USSR, where Ukraine regained independence. They previously had independence, but were taken over by USSR, as were many other countries. And celebrating, well, we don't like to use the word celebrate, but observing this day. The actual date is August 24th is the official date, but we're having it on the 26th, August 26th. This is Saturday, so more people can attend. And we're inviting the public to come and participate with us. We're raising funds for Ukraine, and as I said, knowing that you're helping helps to alleviate some of the pain, because you have something proactive to do to help. And so we're raising funds, a portion of which will go to Maui, because we have friends on Maui too. We are part of this community, and we feel the pain of what's happened there as well.
So what events are unfolding in Ukraine right now? I know that you have your pulse in the country.
So, various cities are getting bombed. And the terrible disaster that we're still reeling from, and actually we would like to send funds to the villages affected by the Russian bombing of the dam back in June. Not only did it flood areas to the south, but it actually flooded the Dnipro River, which then flooded more villages further, and so it caused a terrible humanitarian disaster. And prior to this, Russians had also removed pumps from wells that were north of this. So even those who were not directly affected by the flooding are now finding it difficult to get water or to get water to help others. And so they're very, very worried about, coming up with the winter when water freezes.
Wow. So what can people in Hawaii do, plus just in America, to help? So
what we'd like to do is, as part of not only helping by fundraising, come and participate in our event, because it's an event where we celebrate our culture as well. The Ukrainian people have a beautiful, vibrant culture with wonderful, character dances and color and music. And we're having a lot of artists actually coming to this event. So definitely bigger than last year, and professional dance performances and music. And we have locals as well coming and performing music and musicians. And we have food. We have Ukrainian food being prepared right there, and also baked goods, art. We have things directly from Ukraine, so some beautiful little arts and crafts that have come directly from Ukraine, and actually even Ukrainian candy. So
wow, Ukrainian candy! Wow, that's I love candy. So this year, I know that last year was the first year, and so this is going to be. So tell us how it's going to be different for those who did enjoy last year.
Okay, so it's bigger and better.
Bigger and better.
We have more food, more games, more craft. We have a lot more participation as well, which is fun. So we have things planned, for example, Ukrainian Zumba, where people can get up and join in. We have a special Ukrainian dance teacher who is going to lead that. We have things for the keiki to participate in, sort of simple jewelry making and things with the Ukrainian theme. And it's just very family friendly. It's in a bigger area than last year. It's right on Magic Island, right in front of the parking lot there. So big open area.
Okay, so right there. That's
the audacity of these people. I would say read the room, but they already read the room. They know the reactions they're going to get from this. At this point, and I keep saying this over and over again, we got to stop just thinking that all of these people are just dumb idiots that just do ludicrous, stupid stuff 24/7. We got to stop thinking like that. This stuff is on purpose. This is to demoralize the people of Maui even further. This is, in my opinion, to send them a message. Your government's not helping. You better take whatever check we're going to give you and move along because we're taking over Maui. This is a message to the American people. This is not just a little event. This is, I don't want to hear the excuse of, it was planned before the fires. Well, you should have canceled it or maybe repurposed it. Anyone who shows up to this event is a complete jackass that is selling out their own people. Imagine showing up to a fundraising event to raise money for Ukraine when your neighbors were turned into ashes and your other neighbors were left to pick up the tarnished pieces, the I don't even know what to call it. The pieces, literal pieces of their homes and loved ones. The ashes floating in the sky were the ashes of their loved ones, your neighbors. Imagine showing up to an event to donate money to Ukraine when your own peoples down in Maui are going through this. So I don't think this is just something that's done in bad taste. I don't think this is just something that's done in the name of wokeness. I think this is to send a message. They don't want you thinking that you're going to get any help. They want you demoralized. They want you to have your back up against the wall. Just like you had your back up against the wall when they forced you to go to Front Street so you couldn't escape the fires without having to try to survive swimming in the ocean for 6 hours while breathing in all the smoke. Hawaiians for Ukraine. Kiss my ass, Ukraine. What in the... It's so disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting at this point. The people of Ukraine should be banding together to help the people of Maui. Maui looks worse than Ukraine. In a mere 4 or 5 hours, Maui was leveled to the ground. It looks like a nuclear bomb dropped on it. The people of Ukraine are holding up better than the people of Maui. That's the reality of the situation. Meanwhile, FEMA is talking about, they're discussing how they're running out of funds to help the people of Maui after they gave everyone, not even everyone, but a few people a $700 check. But the people of Maui the people of Hawaii must band together and raise a bunch of money for Ukraine. I hope all of the people who live down there are paying attention and they get rid of these people who are making these decisions before it's too late. And it's looking like it's already too late, to be honest. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit the thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.